Hello, welcome back to part 7 of my Minecraft 3D art project. So, I have a few updates. One thing are the roofs. I have finished all the roofs for everything, all the towers. I put roofs on all the towers. I've put roofs on all these areas, all the smaller towers, all the bigger towers, everywhere. I finished putting all the roofs. So yeah, that's one good thing. We can just take a quick look around on this roof. I like our design. I like how we have this nice arch, yet we still have this nice kind of pointed roof. And I've used these fence blocks to have like this nice thin rod at the top, at the very tips. You can see on all of them we have those. At the two of the largest flags, which is this one and this one, I have added flags to represent like kind of the nation, or because this doesn't really look as big as a nation, but like it represents the whole build as a whole and kind of what it's for and stuff. So yeah, I thought that was a good idea. I've also added roofs to these things, so it's kind of like nicely curved, and then it comes up to a nice top and then comes back down again. So yeah, we can also go on the inside and see what this looks like. So yeah, so you can imagine like if you were like, some sort of warrior or something standing here, and then you looking over, and then you're like, there's an intruder from that village or something. I don't know. I mean, obviously this is a very aggressive and fortified building, so that's what these towers would be for. They'd be like watchtowers. Or if you were up here, I've even done the interiors of these and put like lanterns and stuff, to make sure it's all bright and everything. So yeah, so that's one thing. We can also see there are some blueprints here. I'll talk about these in a minute. I also made the bridge here for this pathway between this tower and this tower, so we can have this bridge in the middle. So yeah, I think it has a good design. I don't know if the bridge is too kind of like if it's a bit too thick here or something, or if it could be raised up, or like be not take up like like not be too thick in these areas. Like here it takes up 3 blocks here, and here it takes up also 3 blocks. So because we don't want to keep pulling it in, or pulling it out too much. So I'm not sure about that, but it's probably gonna stay the way it is. So yeah, that's something. We can also see on some of these roofs, like it's a bit like we've had to kind of adjust the roofing because the blocks are like, see, this is just an exact straight line here. We don't have any differentiation in the layers of blocks. But here it's different because it goes in one block, and then here it goes in one block again. So we've had to adjust the roof. This should not be there. It should be like that. But yeah, so we've had to adjust the roof to make it fit. So same thing for this area and this area. But nonetheless, I think it looks very good. I think it's kind of a well-made roof. So yeah, it doesn't affect the build too much, I don't think. So yeah, that's one thing. So yeah, we've also had to make it go down a bit so it fits the because like if we go on the inside, then we can see it goes up by 1 block here, and again it goes up by another block because the lay of the land here has been rising, so we also need the wall to also start rising with the land. So that's something. And then usually inside, oh yes, also I've also made this. I've added another tower here. I've added these 2 towers, and I've had to align this tower with this tower so that these 2 blocks are perfectly aligned with the thickness of these blocks as well. So that's something. So yeah, Also, I've made this area here to kind of have like this central sort of hub before we get into the actual build, which is this also kind of looks like a bridge. I think I like it. It looks nice. It also shows like some of the land around it, like, you know. So yeah, I think it serves its purpose well. Also, on the inside, we have these blueprints for kind of like a mansion, because usually what's fortified between some of these walls is usually a large kind of house or castle, which inside is like basically the king's house where the king lives. So it has to have some sort of like kind of a mansion kind of thing inside. So this is what I'm making here, which is protected by all these walls. I'm even thinking to kind of make it like kind of raised up and almost like a floating island between these walls. You know, you can only imagine what this looks like. I haven't been able to make something like that, but tell me what you think. You know, Miss Cloney, if you're watching, then tell me if this is a good idea. You know, because I think it might be a good idea. I'm just not sure how high I want this floating island to be. Like, you know, maybe just a few blocks, or like a lot of blocks, or maybe even higher. I'm not sure, but I'll think about that and see what I'm gonna do. But the main build is going to be stone bricks, because most of the build is stone bricks. So I don't know if I want to change it up, or if I want to keep like a similar theme but kind of different, or you know, like, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with these stone bricks, but maybe if I want to use like this wood, so you know, it still stays similar, but we know it's like a different part of the build, but it still stays similar to the theme. But I think stone is a good structural block to use. So yeah, and this is one of the designs I was going with, where we would add something like this, and then we'd have every 3 blocks it would be something like this. So we would have like, it's almost like raised up, and then we could have these stairs coming up, you know, and then we'd have to go up these stairs, and then we'd have a platform up here where this raised area is along. So I mean, those are just some ideas, but I think that's the design I'm gonna go for with the bottom layer. And then after going through with the bottom layer, we can, you know, we'll start working on more and more details, and then start working on interior as well, because I am planning on working on interior as well. So, but yeah, those are, you know, some of my ideas that I have. So yeah, but that's it for now. I don't think I've missed anything. Obviously I still need to add some of these details, like with the mossy stone bricks and the cracked stone bricks, to make sure that they're everywhere, because I added this new tower here, so this detail is not in this new tower, but in this old area it is. So yeah, but some of these things I've added, I am liking how it's going. So yeah, yeah, that's what it is for now. Nothing's really changed over here besides putting the roofs and stuff. So yeah, but that's that. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.